the Nurburg ring, or the Nurburg GP, that is, anyway. For race 2, League 4 of the GTTC MRC season. Race 1 was quite eventful. There was shenanigans at turn 1, but then the rest of the race was fairly clean, to be honest, I have to say. Unfortunately, we're at Nurburg GP, where even before the race was going to begin, you could probably bet there's going to be shenanigans going on at turn 1 here as well, because this is probably one of the worst circuits at turn 1 for incidents, but hopefully the boys can get through things as cleanly as possible. So without further ado, I'll just run you through the field in reverse order. The field is reversed from the first race. So the field will be as follows. We have Sean 184 in the Citroen. He was he's now in pole position for race 2. Powerburger in the is that the McLaren or the Nissan? I can't quite tell. I'm not sure. Looks like the Nissan McLaren, I think. It's not quite the Nissan. Anyway, Powerburger here in second place. Another Citroen here with Just Wilkie in third. Stetsons, who had a good race, race 1, could have finished a bit higher than where he did, but he's placed nicely now here for race 2 in a Ferrari. Seamus, nice and steady as always from the Irishman. Sort of midfield at the moment. He's dangerous. I think once he gets together with these cars, he'll be a dangerous proposition here in the Beamer in 5th place. Camille Sayrex in a beautiful looking Honda there, I have to say, in 6th. Viali, very unlucky. He was the pole sitter from race 1. Did really well to fight back to where he finished. I think he was 6th. No, 5th, sorry, in the last race. Here he is in a Lexus. Beserker-Boy threw away 2nd place, ended up 4th. Is now here in the Honda. I know Berserker quite fancies this circuit, so expect good things from him. Total Rose back here in 9th now in the Citroen. Dart Smoker in 10th in another Honda. And the race winner from last one in another Honda. So Honda NSXs are looking like the car to be in for this race anyway. The last race winner, GT Delhi B. I like that name, it rolls off the tongue. Parental advisory explicit content, sponsored by Adidas, I have to say. So right, we'll start back here with I haven't actually seen the replay of what happens here at turn 1, if anything, so this will be a journey you will be taking with me as well as to what actually happens here, because I haven't seen it yet. So we're going on board with Delhi, so we get a grandstand view of what happens. So here we go, race 2. Lights are green at the moment, haven't turned red. Drivers are ready, pit crew's ready, the pit girls are always ready. Crowd looking a bit bored to the left, I have to say. They're not really getting involved in this, are they? Oh, here we go. Drivers are getting ready now for the lights are going on, and they're off, and away we go. Slow start there by Delhi, gets a bit of a wheel spin going. Let's move up a little bit up the field to be on board with Viley. Everyone's braking normally. Oh, Smocker took a late line in there. Everyone seems to have got round turn 1 fairly cleanly. That's good stuff, Panda boys. Oh, there's a bit of bumping and barging going on now. I think there's nothing intentional, just a little bit of contact, which allows Delhi to get up in front of Beserker-Boy here. Let's go to Smocker. So Rose gone very wide there in a Citroen. So up front though. Oh, there's a penalty there for Stetsons, who's not scrubbed that penalty. He needs to scrub that penalty off by on the next straight. Should pull along to the right hand side and scrub it off, which he does. There we go. Good driving there by Stetsons. Well played, sir. So that has allowed Sean in the Citroen. Oh, he's run a bit wide there on that The hairpin turn, which has allowed Powerberger creep up the inside of him. Not quite fast enough in that. What is that? It must be McLaren. I'm pretty sure it's McLaren. Looking up the inside. Now Sean's blocking everyone here. So now side by side. Oh, there's a bit of contact there from Wilkie. And look at this. There's a right. Sean is holding everyone up. Here on board with Camille. Rose has got past. Rose is looking at just Wilkie here, side by side, coming up to the first chicane. So Rose leaves the braking very late, but he's jumped up to second place. What a move there by Rose. Good move. Team Martini, 1, 2, 3. So let's just quickly go back here because I know there was a little bit of an incident with Beserker. So let's find out what happens back here. Beserker's got Delhi right up his tailpipes. Nothing happening there. Beserker goes inside. Oh, gets a little bump on there. Bumped out wide, hits the grass, spins and out. Oh my word! Disaster for Beserker. Spins it round at the end of lap 1 to last place. Poor Beserker-Boy. Wow, there's a melee going on here. Camera angle's not being very kind to me here. So we're on board with Stetsons at the moment. Looking here at Smocker. Everyone's braking hard. Is there any contact? No. Good driving by the boys. That is the first time round that long start-finish straight, and they managed to avoid him. But Seamus gets it wrong there. Taps Stetsons and undercut there by Delhi. Good move by Delhi, I have to say. So Stetsons all over the back of Smocker. Stetson gets underneath Smocker. Great move there by Stetson. Good driving here by the boys. So we'll let those boys figure themselves out just for the minute while we concern ourselves with what's going on up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, all within half a second here. Sean, Rose, Berger, Wilkie. Again, the Team Martini boys having a great afternoon so far. Rose finished well, and Sean drifts wide at the hairpin, allowing Rose to go alongside. Sean's a bit touchy-feely there on the other Citroen, have to say. And behind him here we've got Powerberger being closely followed by Wilkie. So the two Martini boys looking at the tailpipes of that very defensive Sean there. Sean blocking the way for the two Martinis now side by side at the top of the hill, coming down to the fast right-hand turn. It's going to be who gets the best drive, and here we have. Oh, Wilkie gets it wrong onto the grass, spins a bit, which is going to allow people to catch up. So let's stay on board here with Rose as he comes up alongside. Is he? No, blocking move there by Sean. He's making that already wide Citroen even wider. I have to say Rose took a pretty big chunk of corner there. I'm not sure all four wheels were on the track. So now Berger's back undercut his teammate side by side, coming down the the start finish straight, which is allowing Wilkie to catch these boys right back up. The other boys behind streaming out. Oh, Wilkie leaves the brake in a bit too late, goes too deep. Sean driving very defensively here. He's got the Martini boys left and right. He can't keep this up for long. But the Martini boys are still hitting each other. They were hitting each other in race 1. Somehow Rose is still in front of his teammate. Berger's like, get out of my way. I need some fries with this Berger. And all this is doing is bunching the field up now for Wilkie and Camille, 4th and 5th, to catch these boys right back up. Just take a breather. Well, so this has run through the field. So Smocker's gone back to. Smocker had a good race last. Something must have happened to Smocker. So Beserker-Boy's gone from last back up to 10th at the moment, and he's within sight. Look at that. There's the lead. Oh, what a Beserker-Boy storming back. He can only be about 4 or 5 seconds off the lead, and he had spun round to last at one point. Anyway, let's just quickly move up the field to what's going on up here, as Rose still can't get past it. The Citroen is extremely fast. Sean goes very deep into the corner, so Sean has lost first place to Rose. And now, so is that going to let the Berger get past? But also just back here we've got Camille with Wilkie. Camille gets past Wilkie. That's good. Good clean driving there by these two. There's a lot going on in this race. It's difficult to know who to keep an eye on. Ooh, contact! Contact there! That was, I think that was Stetson's. Stetson's. I'm going to have to pause this and have a quick look. I don't think it was intentional. I think he just clipped the tail end of that Citroen as we turn left into here. So the side by side. No, it was accidental contact, I have to say. It was nothing really malicious there. Unfortunately, though, that's just pushed Wilkie back. Oh, disaster for Wilkie there. So let's go back up now with Camille. Let's go back here, actually, where... Oh, yeah, there. So Stetson's has scrubbed off his penalty. Has allowed Deli B to get back into 5th place. Seamus Beserker-Boy now up to 8th. So good climbing. Look at this, undercutting Seamus here into turn 1. Beautiful move there by Beserker. Oh, I can sense the red mist of rage is coming down across his eyes as he was unintentionally spun off. But just ahead of him here, look at this, Deli B with battling with Berger. So somehow Berger has drifted back a little bit. So now Deli B's up to 4th. With Camille up to 3rd, Sean is still holding on to 2nd, and Rose starting to pull out now in the lead. So let's go back to, here we go, this is where the main battle's going on at the moment. Power Berger following Deli and Camille into the bottom hairpin. I'm amazed at how quick Berserker, look how quick Beserker-Boy's coming back. He's up to 7th already. He must have been 10 seconds off the pace, surely, after dropping... What's this ride on board with Beserker? See how quick he's catching up with these people. He's on a mission. He's currently got the fastest lap, I have to say. He's pulling away from... Oh, Seamus and Viali having a good old side bit of love tap going on here, but Viali just nicks it from the Irishman. So let's go back up here to Deli, looking at Camille, looking at Sean. Again, Deli takes a bit of a, quite a lot of curve, I have to say. Undercuts. Deli undercuts Camille. Nice move there by the Honda driver. 2 Hondas here. Line of stern, looking at Sean. In the meantime, Rose, as you can see, is dusted off into the distance. Camille looking to fight back at the Deli, but no, can't make it through there. And meanwhile, behind, here we go, Beserker-Boy catching up with these boys. Stetson's gone wide here, drifted wide. So line of stern, we've got 2nd down to 7th. All still within about a second. Oh, Berserker goes a bit wide there. On lap 5, so still got so much to play for here. Let's just see how this progresses. We'll go up here a little bit. So it looks like Deli's trying to make a move here on Sean coming down into hairpin. We'll check on Rose in a minute. Up in front. There he goes. He's dived up the inside. Cleanly takes the position. Does that allow Camille to get past? But unfortunately, wow! Look, did you see that? Deli goes too wide, hits the grass, and allowed Camille to get the run on them. Three abreast here. This is outstanding driving by all three. Oh, it's an unfortunate bit of contact there as Deli cut in front of Sean. But they've all kept on the tracks. There's great stuff here by the boys, fighting for position everywhere you look. So here comes Beserker-Boy now. He's obviously got the drag down. This is Honda versus Ferrari power. Coming down to the chicane. Beserker brakes late, almost hits. It's very deep, tries to cut across. Nowhere to go because the Ferrari was in the way. Sort of clean move. I'm not sure if that was legal or not, but anyway, here we go. Power Berger now with Sean in front of him. It's all kicking off here. The boys, I have to be honest, the boys are trying to keep it clean. There's a little bit of rubbing here, there and everywhere, but there's nothing too malicious at the moment. So, where should we go to? We go to Powerburger here with Sean in front. So we've now got Rose, Deli, Camille. Deli, the race winner from the previous race, is back up to second. So he's looking very good at the moment for the lead of the series if he can hold it together there. Oh, both Berger and Sean go far too wide there. At turn 4 it is. So I'm just looking on the map to see who else is where. So let's just ride on board with the glamour shots of Powerburger coming down the hill now. So let's see all the field still fairly close, I have to say. And we are coming up to 11.5 minutes into the race. Still not a lot to separate these drivers from each other. Sean in 4th, Camille in 3rd, Deli 2nd, but way out in front now, driving magnificently in the superb looking Citroen, Martini sponsored Citroen there. That's very quality looking livery there. So let's come back on board with Deli, back here in 2nd. Camille 3rd, field starting to stretch the legs out a little bit here. Sean in 4th. Oh, here we go. Powerburger and Beserker. Beserker's back up to. Has he got 5th place? Yes, he has. Wow. 11th to 5th. Beserker is storming through the field. What? It's been 10 minutes and he's gone from. He's gained 6 places and he's already looking at the tailpipes of 4th place, with Berger's now right behind him. I need a drink. This is exciting stuff. Bear with me for a second. Oh dear, turn 1. Beserker goes a bit too deep there. Let's ride on board with Beserker. Powerburger's behind him. Berserker looking up. Lots of curb being taken there by both Sean and Berger. Berserker didn't get caught there. The cars have been given both. I know that Sean was given a penalty and he should be. See, but Berger, oh, it's a bit bundled off there, I have to say, by Stetson. Berger has scrubbed off his penalty immediately, which is the rules, is what you should do. But here we are. Sean has got a penalty. He should have scrubbed that penalty off. He's now holding Beserker up, so he's gained an advantage. He's not letting the Beserker get past. The glamour shots here as I go through the Schumacher S's. I do like the look of that livery of that Honda. Berserker's looking extremely racy. If only he hadn't have been bundled off at the end of lap 1, when he, I think it was about 4th or 5th. No, it wasn't 4th. It was about 6th, I think, or something like that. And look where he is now. He's bundled off and he's back up to side by side with Sean. He's got 4th place, 11th to 4th. Or is he? Or has he? No, Sean keeps it, undercuts him. But surely Sean should be giving this place up. He's held Berserker up now for nearly an entire lap. There we go. Finally, Sean does the right thing, pulls over to the side, lets Berserker through into 4th place. Well driven by Berserker. Good clean moves there to get past everyone. So let's have a look on board with Total Rose. We're coming up to about halfway through the race. Here's Rose in 1st place, Deli in 2nd place in the Honda, 3rd place is Camille in another Honda, 4th place Berserker in that's a gorgeous looking livery, in another Honda. And here we have Powerburger and Sean coming round here. Where's Sean going? Oh, he's gone straight off and now he's bundling. Oh my dear, contact. He's pushed the Berger off. Oh my goodness, that was not good driving. So Sean has taken both the Berger and himself off. Not sure what Sean... Let's go back and have a quick look at that again from behind, from Vialli's view. Here we go, we're going to get a grandstand view of this. So Sean, for some reason, drives himself off the circuit here. Comes back on, side by side, turns into Berger and pushes Berger off to the inside there. Stetson's does well to avoid all of this carnage in front. Sends both the Berger and Sean off, unfortunately. Which just allows Vialli to catch right back up to Stetson's in the Lexus. Oh dear, it's a shame for Sean and Powerberger there. Drop them both right back down the field now. Smocker's still back down here in 10th and Wilkie's hanging on in 11th. So, here we are now with the race leader, halfway point, 15 minutes into the race, lap 8. Rose, driven really well. Starting to ease away from the field here. In first place, coming down the hill to the last chicane. Delhi's not too far behind in a sporty looking Honda. I have to say Honda's a popular choice car. Here we go, Honda second, Honda third, Honda fourth. So look, there's 4. The Ferrari and Vialli in the Lexus, 5th and 6th. So Sean's regained it back to 7th. Seamus up into 8th. Berger 9th. Smocker way down in the field. So we will go back up to this battle here. So Beserker, stunning drive so far, I've got to say. He's got from 11th and dead last all the way back up to 4th, and he's looking now at Camille in 3rd. He's got 16 minutes to catch up to Camille. They've got identical cars, both in Hondas here. And in front of those two is Delhi, and there's Rose in the Citroen. So I'm going to have a look-see on the Wilkie gets very squirrely there. Just having a look now to see where the battles are with about 10 minutes to go. Where the closest battle on the circuit might be. Daddy's not too far away from Rose, you're going to keep him honest. But Daddy's got a bit of a gap here to Camille, who's not much of a gap to Beserker behind him. So here's Stetson in 5th in the Ferrari. He has got Vialli behind him. So the nearest closest battle at the moment is Vialli, and here we go, Seamus on Sean. Let's just ride on board with Seamus while I have another drink. Seamus just done a personal best for this sector. This Citroen though is a very quick car in a straight line. It just seems to have a lot of power, but the Beamer is probably going to catch that Citroen right back up through the corners. Here we go. So he's not too. I know there's a concertina effect, but it's still pulled him up a little bit there. Let's go back up here. So the field definitely is spread out somewhat. Although Beserker-Boy's not far here from Camille. So this very wide there in turn 3. Where's that 3? So turn 4. So let's just go on board with who's the closest to another one at the moment. So everything's gone a bit static for now. There's 10 minutes to go. There's 11 minutes or so to go. It's all a bit static at the moment. Let's have a look at the lap time. So who's doing the best lap time? Rose's best lap time is a 1:59.5 up here in the lead. And he's only got about 2 seconds, I'd say, towards Delhi behind him. And Delhi has done a 1:58.7, so Delhi looks like he is the faster of the two drivers, certainly catching up here with Total Rose. Whereas Camille's done a 2-minute 1 in third place, and Beserker's done a pretty much a 2 minutes. So these boys, very wide there though, Beserker-Boy. Again, look at those lap times there by Beserker. 2-minute 3, 2-minute 0, 2-minute, oh, 2:01. That was a bad lap. 2-minute 1, 2-minute 2. He's a little bit inconsistent there. Maybe that's to do with passing people. So Stetson's is quietly on his own now, but Vialli, this is probably the yeah, this is definitely the closest battle on the track at the moment. Vialli trying to get the drive up the inside of that Ferrari. Is the Ferrari going to block him? No, he doesn't. So Stetson's drifts a bit wide, but he's looking. No, can't manage it. I know the Ferrari's got a pretty decent straight line speed, and look at him pulling away. Even with the slipstream, the Lexus is falling behind Stetson. But he's caught him right back up into the first corner. Turn 2. Trying to get up the inside here for coming up into turn 3. Can he do it? Looking close. He's thinking about, oh, his contact. Stetson held his position there. It was clean racing. It's just one of those things, nothing going on. It looks like Stetson's been given a penalty. Oh my dear. That wasn't really anything malicious. If the game gave him a penalty, I do feel sorry for Stetson there. He gave the position up. I don't think he needed to. It wasn't really anything particularly wrong. So it just allowed Vialli to a bit further ahead. But we know that Ferrari's quick in a straight line. And we're now coming up to the fastest section of the track. This is definitely going now. I'm not sure I'm going to last another 9 minutes. Oh, Vialli's pulled away now in 5th place. So let's just go down the field, see what other drivers are doing. Here we have Seamus on Sean. Sean again sticking that big wide Citroen in a very defensive position, trying to block the Beamer of Seamus. It looks like surely Seamus has got the drive coming into the chicane. Is the Citroen that powerful it can just pull away from the beam? Yes, it is. Seamus was in ideal position there to try and undercut the Citroen at the chicane, but couldn't make it stick. But he's got a better drive out the second part of the chicane. But no, the Citroen again does a block pass. Oh, sorry, block pass. A block defensive manoeuvre. Can Seamus get the Beamer closer? No, he's not. See, look how that Citroen is pulling away now. Straight line speed of the Citroen is definitely very good. Oh, slight little contact there. Let's see how we go here to turn 3. Caught right back up with the Citroen. Even closer to the Citroen now. Both of these drivers had a look how defensive that Citroen is. He's right on the inside line. He can't. He must be holding up everyone behind him. Can Seamus make his way past to get into 7th place? And the Citroen's just pulling away again. But a bit further up, I just seen that Vialli has caught up. So Stetson has got back past Vialli. We must have missed that there. So I'm not sure how Stetson got past, but fair play to the Ferrari driver, because we know Vialli was quick as he was a pole sitter from race 1. So Stetson gave up his position from the penalty. That was a bit harsh, to be honest, if I'm honest. Just see another battle brewing. Yes, look, Beserker-Boy up here for the last podium position. Can Beserker-Boy nab a podium position after being last? We've got 6 minutes to go, so it's about 3 laps. He's obviously slowly gained position. And he's literally just done his fastest lap. Oh, he's thinking about turn 1. He doesn't quite make it stick. Literally done his fastest lap, a 2-minute dead. Which is faster than the fastest lap of Sayrex Camille. So let's ride on board with these two boys. Can Beserker nab a position here and go and gain 8 places from 11th to 3rd, possibly? Here we go. So coming down the hill, we've got 5 minutes left, so it looks like Camille's got pulled out a little bit of a lead again. Beserker-Boy's fallen back a little bit, so let's just go on board with, let's run you through the field again. Rose up on his own out the front, not making any mistakes. He had a superb drive race 1, and looks like he's having a pretty easy time with it for race 2, putting in 1:59.2 as his fastest lap. So he's still pushing it, and that was only 1 lap before. So Rose still pushing. Excuse me. Still pushing. 1:59.2 is his fastest lap. Deli B 1:58.7. Deli B's definitely trying to catch up with Total Rose, but I don't think he's going to be able to make it now. Rose is out of sight. So Deli's going to be looking safe at the moment for a 3rd place. Oh, here we go. So Beserker-Boy has gained right back up to the tailpipes here of Sayrex Camille for 3rd place. Oh, Beserker's thinking he's diving up the inside. He doesn't hit anyone. He drifts wide, but Sayrex undercuts him. Excuse me. Superb driving by the Honda boys here. Beserker goes a bit wide there, trying to undercut. Sayrex again at turn 3, doesn't make it stick. So for a fleeting moment there, Beserker did manage to get up into 3rd place. But Sayrex, superb driving there by Sayrex here in the 3rd place Honda. Saw Beserker coming, let Beserker go through and undercut him into turn 2. Superb driving by both these boys. Nice anime livery there on Beserker's car. This is the closest battle going on the track at the moment, and we're coming into the final stages, and possibly the end of this lap and one more. Can Beserker close this gap? It's eked itself out again, I think. Beserker needs to be close either at this chicane next lap, or he's not gonna make it, I don't think. Saying this, it doesn't look like Sayrex is too far away from Deli up there. Yeah, Deli's up just there in front. So, ooh, Camille goes a little bit squirrely there at the exit of the last chicane. So has Beserker got a toe down the start-finish straight into turn 1. We have 1.5 minutes to go. This will be the last lap, I'm pretty sure. Beserker's too far away now. Although it looks like Camille broke very early then, so Beserker's caught right back up to Camille. The gap's definitely closed there. Camille, I think, probably playing it a bit safe. Beserker's not far. Ooh. Nice tidy driving, my boys. Is Beserker catching? He is a little bit. Oh, gets a fairly decent drive out there. Look at this gap. This is 3rd place is up for grabs here. Camille goes a bit defensive, drifts back out to the racing line to block out Beserker if he was thinking about that. Beserker's caught back up under braking it. Coming down the hill now. The gap's not closing enough. Beserker just can't quite get back up to the bumper of Camille. It's probably because they were identical cars here. Setup must be extremely close. The drivers are evenly matched, I have to say. Through the Schumacher S's. Oh, Beserker's nearly into the sandpit there. Caught up here, coming into the downhill. It's looking a bit too fast. So we have 8 seconds to go, so we have to go back up to the guy in front. He's going to time this perfectly. Coming around the last bend. 30 minutes are up. The race will be over once Powerberger goes down the main straight. His pit crew wave to him furiously from the pit wall. Takes a checkered flag for a first place. Delhi comes across for second. Well done, Delhi. He says hello to his pit crew. Can Beserker? No, Beserker can't make it. Get close enough to Camille, who goes in third. There's Beserker fourth. Good drive by Beserker, considering he was at 11th. That was a great drive here. So Vialli, something has happened to Stetson's. I have to say he's dropped back to 7th. Vialli, here we go. He's going to take 5th place. Nice steady driving from Vialli. And there's a right ding dong. Let's just pause this and go. This is worth watching, as this is the last lap. Last lap shenanigans here. Let's see what's going on here on the last lap with. Here we have Seamus, Stetson and Berger. 6th, 7th, 8th. Covered by less than a second. And they're ahead of the nearest place. So this is last lap time. Is there going to be a lunge here by Stetson's? There is a lunge. He tries to go up the inside of Berger. Berger's trying to hold his line. Gives them both a little tap. Stetson's now going to try and look up the inside here. Berger tries to cut him off, but Stetson still can't make him. Which is oh my word! Let's just pause this a second. Let's go back to Stetson. So all that little bit of argy-bargy has just allowed Seamus to get in front of Stetson's for... Oh, interesting stuff there. Let's just have another quick look at this from Seamus's point of view here. You can see last corner. Berger tries to cut Stetson off. Stetson gives a slight little tap there to Berger. Nothing too malicious. Fighting for position. Just gave Seamus, who has to say, there's a tiny gap there, and he took it. To get 7th place. Stetson's 8th. Smocker's finished in 9th. Wilkie here is coming across the line, coming around the last corner here. In 10th place in the Citroen. Reeves. Nice one, Wilkie. Happy to finish the race. And there we have our top 10 for race 2 of League 4 GTTC MRC racing. So I hope you enjoyed it, and hope you look forward to seeing some more. That's all for now. See you next week.